Hi, guys. Hi, Betty. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Diane. Hi, Alice. Hi, Thelma. Did I get everybody? Mary R. Hi, Mary R. Good to see everybody. Annette. Hi, Annette and Stephanie. Hi, Sharma. Betty Gosel. Good to see everybody. I catch everybody. If I missed anybody, forgive me. Oh, there's Jane. Hi, Jane. Oh, it is a scorcher here in Portland again. Woo! It is uh, mid 90s today. Technology has not been our friend today. Our ring doorbell gave out. Our phone went out earlier in the week. So if you've tried to call me and haven't gotten an answer, it's very, very possible that I did not get your message. Please call me back, guys. I am so sorry. Everybody see and hear me okay? I know you guys were saying you didn't have a video earlier. Are we at the bottom of the feed, honey? Okay. Okay, yeah, you can. Good. So the phones were out earlier in the week. I had to reboot everything and now it's working. Our ring doorbell went out, so we almost missed our pallet delivery today. Bryce's computer wouldn't start. His watch is not working. Technology has not been our friend. Oh, but hey, what would we do without it? I have so much stuff for you today. Brittany was a listing maniac ahead of the pallet arriving because she wanted to have everything possible done. So we got good stuff for you today. Let's just jump right into it. Um, we got everybody working on Christmas crafts, so foiling is popular again, and I have a bunch of new foils for you today. You want to put me on the larger screen, please? Okay. No, there we go. All righty. This is by special request, but I ordered several of these. Here's a foiling package, all done in Christmas colors. We got green, blue, red, pearlescent, and this really fun gold. So this is Go Press and Foil. This is a hot foil program. We've got from Spellbinders also a hot foil program. We've got, ooh, I love these. Look at these. Those are beautiful. We've got the silver, then what kind of almost towers of light there. And then we've got the gold. We've got regular, I guess the purple is a normal foil, and then you've got that blue in the special. There we go. Also hot foiled. We've got Deco Foil, and Deco Foil is also a hot foil product. These are actually in single packs. They just haven't been unbound yet, but we've got Deco Foil in these beautiful. This one's called. This is not a new one. It's been out before. This one's called Summer, and it's a combination of reds, pinks, and golds. We've got this one. I love this one. Isn't this pretty, honey? Look at this one with the greens and blues in it. That's beautiful. This one's called Emerald. We've got this purple one that we had similar to this in the Spellbinder. But this one's purple and it's in that beautiful holographic. Here's purple in a regular foil, single tube. And here is, this one's called Lapis. And it's blues and silvers primarily. Beautiful though. Beautiful thing. So no, they're sold in singles, Mary R. These are sold in singles. They just haven't been unbound yet. These are sold in variety packs, these two. Okay, so we've got a really big selection of foil in our, these were some of the colors that I thought were missing, but we've got a really big selection of foils in our hot foil category. We got some new Offray ribbon colors. These were ordered initially and just came in as a back order. We now have red in the Offray for, what are these? What are these, honey? $1.09? I believe they're $1.09 a piece. So there you go. And we have, look at this new tape. I'm always on the lookout for tape for our die cutting. We have now 3 kinds of tape in the store. This one is by Scotch, and this is called an artist tape. It's removable, and it's supposed to remove without damage. I have not tried it yet, but we have Scotch low tack artist tape now. We also have the orange tape for those of you who love that. I don't have much left on this roll. This one is also by Scotch. It's in our store, and it's a nice one. The only this one holds better than most, and it leaves absolutely no residue. Unfortunately, after about 3 or 4 passes through the machine, this one starts to shred, which is kind of annoying. And then, of course, we have our standard hunky-dory purple tape. So I keep trying to find you guys options for the best possible tape that does everything for everybody. Okay, we have from iCrafter. I don't know, do we still have Twist and Pop cards in the store? Would you check that for me, please, from Hunky Dory? Everybody loved the Twist and Pop cards when we had them, and I've been watching for an affordable source for a Twist and Pop card die for us here in the US, and I finally found one. This is from iCrafter, and it's got the Twist and Pop mechanism inside, and you just cut the outer folder evidently, and then it actually has the fall letters and some of the little fall symbols too, which was fun. It's by Lori Whitlock and iCrafter. We do still have okay. We do still have a few of the Hunky Dory ones also. But if you're looking for, oh my gosh, 110 heat index. Ooh, that's hot. But we do still have a few of the Hunky Dory Twist and Pop cards in the store. But here is a Twist and Pop die cut for you. Okay, we got a few more intricates. This one, I don't believe I showed you before. This one, let's see if we can even get it where you can see it. Maybe you can come in a little bit, huh? We might have to kind of focus. See the little arrows in the corner? That shows you what the die really is. So it cuts that kind of arrows background, but it's kind of a, it's not an all over arrows pattern. It's kind of neat, actually. I like it. You'll see that show up sometime in a project. I believe we had this one before, but we had some more of them come in, so Brittany gave it to me again. I like this little frame. And we had this one come in. I like this one. And this is similar to one of the other ones we had before. Now I love this one because this one you can cut an outside ring. you can cut an aperture in your card, and you can actually show your image from inside the card. And I always think that's fun. So this one has a variety of different dies, and you get the border, you get the outside border, you get the this ring, you get an inside ring, and you get a flower die, all in one little set. That's also from Couture Creations. I've also been looking for one of these for you that is more affordable now. Can you back up again now? Sorry. I can't make up my mind what I want. Thank you. Okay, this one is, as you can probably guess, yes, Stephanie, that would be a great shaker card, that last die. This one is a centerfold card, and it's actually in a beautiful size. Beautiful. Let's see if it gives me the finished dimensions of this one. It does not, but I'm going to say that I believe this is either going to be European A6 or it's going to be a USA 2. It's going to be one of those two. And it actually already has, I love it when they do this, it already has the layering edges on here too. So you're cutting your card blank along with the fold lines and the cutting lines and scoring the fold lines, and then you get all your layers. What's Alice asking? Will you ever get back into... Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Now we got some more stuff from Find It Trading. These are beautiful. I keep watching for it. They haven't had it available yet, Alice. I keep watching for it. It's sold out at Tattered Lace, and I don't know when or if they're bringing it back. I just ordered a new stepper die from Tattered Lace, and it'll be here in a few weeks. Okay, these are Dot and Do cards. Beautiful candles. I love this one. Isn't that pretty? And they're doing the baubles, the ornaments hanging, and the bells, all in the Dot and Do pattern. So I think that's really pretty. And then they have candles in the images. I think that's beautiful one. Really, really pretty. In case you're interested, this is NR208. Really, really pretty. And there's purple colors too. I mean, what more could a person ask for? Dot and Do in purple with green. Okay. Now, Brittany and I went around and around about this one. I wanted to get it for you. She said, Debbie, it's in Dutch. Yes, it's in Dutch. It is. And the entire magazine's in Dutch. But the pictures are very, very usable. And it comes, the die that's in it is worth more than the magazine anyway. Look at this beautiful die of the standing reindeer, the laying down reindeer, the two trees, snowflakes, and then the birch trees. Now that is fabulous. So you might as well have the magazine with some of the samples in how to use it, even if it's in Dutch. You can tear out those pages and throw the rest of the magazine if you want to save space. But it's a fun die. Or a fun set. I think I have this one open. Why not? If I do, I'll show you the papers, because I think it has some papers in it too. Well, I didn't get it out. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. Here's my copy. It also has some papers in it that you get along with the magazine. Double-sided papers. Turn around so the right side up to you. This was one of those times when Brittany said, I disagree that we need that magazine. It takes too much room on the shelf. And I said, I'm going to get them anyway. And if we don't sell all the magazines within a reasonable period of time, you can toss the magazines or recycle the magazines. We'd never toss paper. Recycle the magazines and keep the dies because that's what I ordered it for anyway. Because it was worth more than the price of the magazine with the die to get the die. So here we go. Hobby and Zoe. I don't know how they pronounce that, but that's what I'm going to call it. Hobby and Zoe. You get this beautiful, beautiful die. You do happen to get a few extra pretty papers in there. I love this die set. Can you look this up and see what you priced this at? Just put in parentheses hobby and Zoe. It's hobby and then the ampersand and ZO. Hobby and Zoe. It'll be the only one, I believe, although we might have some extra dies from these guys. They're beautiful, aren't they? Perfect for your winter scenes. I love the birch tree too. That's gorgeous. It doesn't come up? No. I'll link it for you in the newsletter. I know it's a really reasonable price. And if you want to do a crossword all in Dutch, here you go. How many opportunities do you have for that? There's a few things in English in here, but it's mostly in Dutch, guys. But it's kind of fun to look at anyway. I like them. I get all these inspiration magazines from these guys. And I'm actually beginning to be able to read some of it because I've looked at so many of them. You've heard me say that Hortensia would eventually be retired. They got one more printing of this one in, so I grabbed some of those because I'm going to forestall the retirement of Hortensia as long as I can. When the candy version of this sold out so quickly a couple weeks ago, I got another. This one's called Dusk, and it is not as bright as the others, but it does share the beauty of the candy color, and the candy color's on back order. But we do, in the meantime, have this beautiful dusk color. Maybe you can back up just a little so you can see the full sheets, huh? Thanks. These are beautiful too. That's true. You can always go to Google. If you want to know what a phrase means. I love these alcohol ink sort of inky prints. They're beautiful. I'm learning to do alcohol ink, but mine don't look like this yet. Mine are pretty though. I am pleased with them. I would show you today if I could figure out what I did with them. These are pretty, aren't they? More dusky colors. Although the oranges and pinks and things that they are having in here, I think these are pretty. This is a nice weight paper too. It's not as heavy as our 300 GSM, most certainly not as heavy as the but it is heavy enough to do a shaker box or an explosion box. And you certainly have enough sheets to do a couple of them. This has 30 double-sided sheets and 20 designs. And this is called the Essential Craft Papers by Craft Consortium. It's called Ink Drops Dusk. All right. I don't think we had this one before, so I'm going to go through this one. This one is by Dress My Craft. This is the one they say is 240 GSM. This is really nice, heavy paper. And I think the Dress My Crafts are just beautiful. Hydrangeas. Did we go through this one before? I don't think so, did we, guys? Single-sided. That's not really a problem. Darn it. I can't seem to get a hold of the sheet. This is interesting. It doesn't say it's pearlescent, but this is. This is pearlescent. That's beautiful. In fact, so is this. This actually has a pearlescent sheen to it. It doesn't say it does, but it does. It's got a beautiful pearlescence to it. As I'm picking the sheets up and flipping through them, they're gorgeous. Isn't this beautiful? Oh. This is another one of those little notes to them, from them. Oh, this has some little small transfer me shapes in it, free of charge. They just want you to try them. I love this paper. Of course I would, because look what colors it is, kind of that lavender, blue. I'm sorry, Bryce. I sniped at Bryce just before we started because he was trying to get me moving faster because I was running late, and I sniped at him. And so I need to tell you I'm sorry right here in front of the world. Okay. Yes, I will show you the transfer as soon as I figure out what I did with them. I believe these are water slide transfers, if I remember correctly, but it has the directions on how to use them. This is an absolutely gorgeous paper pack, I just gotta say. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. This one's got, in case it's kind of off the camera in both directions, pretty little lace corners. Yeah, this has a beautiful pearlescent sheen to every sheet of this, guys. Now, I realize it's white on the back, but you could easily turn one sheet to the outside to make your outer box, turn all the others facing you, and you have just white panels to work on the back if you want to put something on the back or on the inside cover. I'm actually going to show you something that I did where I'm using a double-sided paper where the double sides are not necessarily conducive to what we wanted to do with it. But this is hydrangeas. Isn't that absolutely spectacular? Love that. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They actually give me bags big enough to put things back into, too. Okay, we also have that same paper pack, 6x6. If you want those patterns smaller, here you go. And could we use our glaze? Could we use our glaze to make another color on the back? Yes, I think you most certainly could use like your gilding polish sort of thing on to put a color on the back if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm certain you could. Here's some cutouts to match for individual flowers. I love the butterflies. Those are pretty. And actually on the back they have birds. Beautiful. I love that hydrangea pattern. That's not gonna last. That's beautiful. Mary R. asked for these. I brought them in for her, and we have a few extras for others who might want them. It is from the, oh, that's the Orchids and Cats. These are the die cuts that match the Circle of Love, the Stampera pad. And I can't believe they did this, but they put the label right over the little dog. It's not, the label's on the outside, don't worry, they didn't ruin the paper. I just want to pull this one down so you can see the actual pattern in it. Got the little girl covered in her floral bouquet, and we got the little dog standing at her feet. They covered up the little dog with the label. I'll pull this back and see if I can get that back in there. Rice paper's not intended to go back in the bag, but I did it. Yay me. Okay, so those are Circle of Love from Stampera. Also from Stampera, I brought in this new rice paper. This is from the Orchids and Cats collection at Stampera. And we have the beautiful die cuts chipboard to go with that. It's got clocks and cats and flowers. Lots of nice big heavy pieces of chipboard, but they also have smaller pieces of chipboard. We've done some work with the chipboard when we did our ocean thing, remember? That happened to be on one big sheet. These are in a big package, but you actually get, does it tell us how many pieces? 55 pieces of chipboard in one of these packages. And here's the Stampera Orchids and Cats paper collection. I may have to. There we go. I have to retape this one, but at least it's opening without tearing up the bag. Just have to put the tape on it. My goodness, it's not going to let me open it very easily, though. Okay. This is Orchids and Cats from Stampera. Yes, these are double-sided, so I'm going to need a wider angle, please, honey. Okay, here we go. Orchids and Cats. I love the fact that Stampera, they don't waste any space, or like Hunky Dory in the respect that if they've got a cover or a back cover, they cover it with images. And these cats on here are just Amazing. There's that the same kitty from the rice paper. One time when I lived in Spokane, my neighbor lady came over and said she was going to be away for a month, and she asked me if I would water her flowers. Now, when a neighbor asks you this is my takeaway from this story. When a neighbor asks you this, you should always say, "What kind of flowers and how many are there?" Because she had like 50 orchids from all over the world, expensive, expensive bulbs, and she was entrusting them to me. Yikes! I told her, "Oh, sure, I'll take care of that for you." Then before she left, I went over to see what it was that I was in store for. Oh my goodness. Yes. So when I see orchids, it causes me a little bit of stress. To this day, orchids cause me a little bit of stress because I remember this lady and the orchids. This has some really beautiful background papers in it too. Look at this one. I mean, there's just something totally charming about that cat laying down in the corner of it and the kitty prints to there. Isn't that wonderful? This has a wonderful vintagey feel to this paper. Look at the beautiful hummingbird. And then the other bird here down at, oh, those are both hummingbirds, I guess. Beautiful. We've had quite a few hummingbirds hanging around while the weather's been hot. You have a fountain on the, it sounds so impressive. Now it's just a little recirculating water fountain on the deck. But the humming is in bright red, and the hummingbirds are really attracted to it. Now they've learned they have a place to get water, and they come in pretty often. Isn't this gorgeous? And look at all the cutouts here on the back cover too. So on the front cover, we had all those beautiful tags, and on the back, we have more beautiful kitties. And boy, this has just a really gorgeous vintagey feel to this one. So these, a lot of these have sayings on them too. Aren't they pretty? I love it. Let's see what some of these sayings say. The orchid is Mother Nature's masterpiece. One above the kitty says, "Home sweet home." Happiness is fresh flowers. Nature is my home. There are always flowers for those who want to see them. Friendship, leave your print. For you, memories. These are all really easy cuts on these tags too, guys. Really easy cuts. So that is the Orchids and Cats from Stampera. I love this collection. I think it's beautiful. Although, like I said, the orchids do strike just a little fear in my heart. I think in the time she was gone, I killed one, but the rest all survived to tell the tale, and she was pretty happy. She claimed that the one I killed she'd had some trouble with, so hopefully that was true. She didn't seem to be too disappointed in me. Yeah, hi Debbie. I just wondered, going on vacation for a month, gonna go see my kids. And I was hoping maybe you'd water my plants for me while I was gone. Oh, sure. Yeah. I just saw this when I was prowling around at the Heartfelt Creations website, and I thought this was just a really, really beautiful die. Not just because they pictured it in purple, although that helps. Let's see. It is produced in the European Union, but Stampera is actually located in Budapest, Hungary. So this is, back to this one, this floral frame and accents is just an absolutely gorgeous die set for card makers. Look at all the possibilities there. Now we know that Heartfelt Creations is not the cheapest brand, but they are spectacular. And all those possibilities for card makers. Beautiful. Okay, we've had this before. I don't know that I need to go through it for you, but I do think we need to come in close so they can see it. I brought in just a few more of these Sea Breeze. Because we're in summertime now, and we've got beautiful scenes, we've got lighthouses, beautiful sunsets, backgrounds, we've got beautiful cards. And it's just the time of year for it. So I brought in a few more of these Sea Breeze paper pads. If you want me to go through it for you, I will. But I do believe we looked at this one before. Did we look at this one before? Do you guys want to see it? Or I'm happy to show it to you if you want to see it. I just don't want to bore you with something you've seen before if you have seen it. Give you a count of 3 to tell me you want it, if you want it. You think we've seen it before? Okay. I think so too. All right. Next. We've been kind of, I have one more die from the history of Christmas. We looked at the history of Christmas last week and we missed this one. Here's the lantern die from the history of Christmas. These are really great with some of your Christmas florals and stuff. Really, really pretty. History of Christmas. Now, while we've been working on other things, the tattered lace dies and things have just kind of been stacking up here, waiting to get listed. So we have a bunch of those to go through. Some of these I think I've shown you before. Here's the Sprigs. Now I love these Sprigs with your flowers, with our handmade flowers. Beautiful for use with our handmade flowers. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This one we actually have had before. This thistle in the field, but it's part of a larger set. This one is sold on its own, the thistle in the field, and it's a layering die, so you've got all the little layering pieces as well. Same with this one. We've seen this one before, Precious Scent, but it's a layering die, and we have it's sold individually this time. The other one are sold with the images. They're sold in a set and they have the images. Look at all of these borders. I love this one. Oh, I can see so many creative possibilities with this one. This is absolutely gorgeous tattered lace border set. And look at all those borders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was a time they would have tried to charge like $60 for this. But tattered lace is starting to kind of come down in price. And oh my gosh, I don't recall. Please forgive my fingernails. I've been inking all week and I scrubbed and scrubbed trying to get the ink out from under them and it's just not coming. This is gorgeous. Oh, so useful for so many things. I like these. These, of course, I like on my bottom, but these are background papers. You know how I like to tear my backgrounds and stuff? If that makes you terribly nervous, here's an alternative to tearing that. Pretty, pretty background dies for your scenery. Love, love, love this one. Totally love this one. Look at the functionality in this one, guys. I think we've looked at one similar maybe last week. This is called the Harmony frame. We've got this absolutely exquisite piece of lace. And then we have a backer for that. If we wanted to, we could layer this on top of this, but we don't have to. This one is the cutout of this piece of lace. So you've got a separate die for cutting that out, which means that you can cut an image from something else and put it inside this beautiful frame and have a perfect fit. Hi, Diana. Welcome. So we've got this gorgeous piece of lace. Then we've got these dies that allow you to cut your card face to match as a left or right card face. And we've got an up and down border die that allows us to be able to cut out just the bottom so that you can have that piece kind of hang down on your card, maybe remove part of the rest of the image and just have this emblem hanging down into your card. Or if you're making like an easel card, before you actually fold off your card, mark your center point and die cut this above the center line so that when you fold your card, this stands up as one piece. I think I described that better this week than I did last week when I tried to describe that. This is such a beautiful and functional die set. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here's another. We've got this beautiful trellis work that fits into this backer. We've got this beautiful lace piece. Look at that lace piece that fits into a shadow, and then it has a larger shadow. And then we've got those same edges. You can overlap this to fit into, cut away everything except this piece from like the center of your card and have this, mark your halfway point in your card and then die cut a piece away from that. You can do it on either side. Again, you can mark your halfway point and you can line this die up with your halfway point before you fold your card for an easel and have this panel stand up and then collapse back into the card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful die set. Gorgeous. Margie was drooling when she saw that one. Margie loves tattered lace dies, and she has a beautiful collection of them. While we're on that theme, let's take a look at this one. Oh, I love this one. And this one, I think I just told you, we were getting some more stepper dies. I forgot we had this one. I just ordered more of these, but that's okay because Christmas is coming, and this is a Christmas stepper die set. And it's got such wonderful pieces. Looky here, we've got our card base. It will cut it out, cut out the outside, cut your lines here, score these lines for you. We've got these beautiful lace panel insets that perfectly fit here. And you've got all these choices. You've got some layering choices as well. These little panels will fit behind these lace inserts. So if you wanted to do like white lace on the top and gold behind the white lace, you can do that. You've got this beautiful snowflake frame with a backer for that snowflake frame. You've got this beautiful lace inset with a backer for that lace inset. You've got these beautiful little filigree pieces. You've got Winter Wishes with a shadow for that. You've got this snowflake corner with a shadow for that. You've got these pretty little, oh my gosh, these are gorgeous little ribbons to carry your sentiment into your card. This is the inset for this card. Here's a pretty little filigree snowflake. Well, it's got a snowflake on it. It's not a snowflake, kind of a cap sort of shaped piece. Some little tiny snowflakes, little emblem snowflake with a backer for that. This is a rich and beautiful die set. Oh, I love this one. Love that one. I may have to have one of those. Okay, this one is a pleated card shape. So this one, the one side tabs into the other. Let's see if they give us a illustration. I saw one on the website. I'll try and make sure that Brittany captured it bows out. It bows out to create the card shape. It's really, really pretty though. Gorgeous. You do have to have a wide profile machine for some of these. Look at these doilies though. Aren't they beautiful? Ah, gorgeous. Okay. Look at these two embossing folders. Now this one made me drool. Look at that. That's an embossing folder. It'll do a whole sheet at a time, an A4 sheet, embossed all at one time. Yes, yes, that is. We call that a bendy card. They call that a pleated curve. Same, same. Yes, thank you, Thelma. Hi, Roberta. So we've got this beautiful damask. And look at this one. Oh my. Isn't that just the most gorgeous embossing folder ever? It's huge. You got to have a big, wide mouth machine to take that. But how beautiful is that? Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay. We have, I think I showed you this one before, but we got it back in. This one is issue 86. And it has the, what are they called? Because I always call them the wrong thing. This one, I think this one is fuchsia. What size is this embossing folder? This is A4. It will take a full sheet of Adorable Scoreable. Full sheet of Mary board. 8 1/4 wide by 11 3/4 long. So you have to have a machine that will take a piece that's 8 1/4 wide. So we have fuchsias, and then yeah, it is fuchsias. And then this has this fleur-de-lis embossing folder with it. Beautiful. Okay. We have this pretty little 3D in the field wild rose. Brittany even went crazy over this one. Look at this one, guys. Talk about your winter scenes. Oh, how beautiful is that? Now we know that this is actually a pretty big die, but you know from all of our work doing our 3D work that you could do 3D work with this one too. That you can cut these pieces apart and use them individually. You can separate out just what you want to use, but we've got the two beautiful trees We've got the reindeer, we've got the calf, we've got the mountains in the background. Oh, how beautiful. Yes. Oh, diorama. Absolutely. And that it'd be gorgeous in a diorama. Okay. Here we have a triple triangle card shape. Once again, we'll make sure that we get a picture of the finished card in the listing so that you can see what this looks like when it's all done. But look at all those beautiful details. So, so pretty. I love these card shaped dies. You guys figured that out, didn't you? What did I miss? A lot, Roberta. You're going to want to replay. We've gone through a lot today. And I'm just kind of racehorsing through it. Here is a floral interlinked card shape. And remember what I was just saying about left facing and right facing? How you can use those shapes up and down and to the left and to the right. Here they're giving you the basic shapes, and then they're giving you these dies to wrap around those shapes to use them in whatever way you want. You can make a piece hang down into your card and clip off the balance of the card face. You can make, you can clip off, you can make one face into the right side of your card, and you can clip off the rest of the card face and just have this pretty shape or this pretty shape or this pretty shape coming into your card. You can go up, you can go down. We can use it on an easel card, as I've described a couple of times now. This is ultimately versatile set right here. This has such versatility to it. And we've got, as a bonus, you have all these little floral petals that can all be layered up to make some beautiful flowers too. Here's another shot of the same set, a little bigger. Isn't that pretty? Wowzer. Okay, here's another one of those. This doesn't have the up and down, but it does have the left and right, which would be beautiful for your, this would be gorgeous for your centerfold cards. And look at the layers you've got here. And that exquisite piece of lace in there. Oh, so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do so love tattered lace. Here's another. A diamond. Which you can use as a laying down diamond or standing up diamond. And look at all that layering versatility you've got there. This would be so pretty in the center of a gatefold card. Really, really beautiful. Mary R. is telling Roberta, dust off your credit card. You're going to want to shop tonight. How gorgeous is that? One last tattered lace die. Another exquisite piece of lace. Some little tiny flowers, different edge panels, all beautifully layerable. We've got left and right cuts. Really, 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 really pretty. Oh, it's been so long since I bought some of these that I had forgotten we had them, and now I'm all excited again. Okay, that's our new things from Tattered Lace. Wowzer. What a haul. Okay, it's just getting to be that time of year, so I wanted to remind you we had good stuff. Quickie glue pens are back. Quickie glue pens are, before Hunky Dory came out with their own glue brand. This was one of the recommended styles from Hunky Dory. I highly recommend this. There's times when you want a line that's lighter than Stickles. You know, Stickles, no matter how carefully you try to put it on, Stickles tends to come out as a little heavier line. And there's times you just want light, beautiful accents. Use this with our super fine glitter. I realize we're out of glitter in the store right now. I actually still have some. We just need to package it up. So we'll get that out and get that ready for Christmas, because if you don't have that, you're going to want some of that on your Christmas cards. And we have these quickie glue pens, and I believe we have them in the single and maybe a double pack as well. Here are some Forever in Time roller gel pens. We have the black, and yes, this is completely archival ink, so absolutely safe on your scrapbooking. But we also have the white for use on dark and for use on snowflakes. So perfect time of day, time of year, time of day, time of year for those. And we have jelly roll pens. These are bright white jelly rolls. For those of you who love the Sakura brand, here we go. 0.4 tip, so it's a nice bold rollerball pen. And we have Jelly Roll Classic 10 bright white ink, and these are 0.5, so just a little bit finer line on these. We have a few Versamarks in for those of you who want to be able to use your pearls and your pearlescent powders and things. Versamark. And we have restocked Stickles, we have Stardust, and we have Diamond back in stock. Difference between the two: Stardust has cool highlights, making it absolutely perfect for snow. But if you want that to have a little bit warmer effect, you can use the Diamond, where this one is blues and greens, cool colors. This one is a little bit warmer colors, and it's yellows and pinks and such. Okay, let's see what we have for you next. I have been so busy crafting this week, guys. Holy cow, I've been busy. So, tomorrow night, a butterfly box. We're going to do a butterfly box tomorrow using your Butterfly Dreams paper pad. Now, I wanted to do this for two reasons. One, I wanted to do a box that was beautiful. Two, I broke up a lot of these paper pads making my cards for the weekend. A lot of you already have this, and so I'm going to show you how to use it. If you don't have it, or you just want to get a kit and copy that a couple of times, you'll have enough in your paper pad to do a couple of these, but it's allowing me to use that up. Another thing that we're doing is I'm going to show you some techniques for I'm going to show you some techniques for covering the back when the back isn't necessarily what you want on the back. Okay, so we have lots of things we can talk about in this. It's going to take your box cards to a whole new level. Your kit is going to include it will not include the board. If you don't have the box board, purchase your box boards. We're getting down to a point where we are dangerously low on box boards. But we are going to make this together. Your kit is going to include 10 5x5 pieces of gold mirror board. And what I have done is to make panel cards using the gold mirror and just cut up pieces of my cardstock. I've made beautiful pockets using the double-sided papers. Sometimes, now see this? I don't mind this at all as a backer. Now, you're never going to see some of the backs of some of these, but if this bothered you, I'm going to show you how you can cover up those other panels that you don't want. This is going to come with an exclusive set of quotes about butterflies. I'm going to send you the quote papers with the kit. You can only get the quote papers with the kit. Why? Because I need to use up some of these papers I broke up for the card kits. So I'm going to tempt you into getting the butterfly box, and then you can make a couple of your own again, or you can just do your own thing, which is always okay too. But didn't it turn out beautiful? Tomorrow night, butterfly box. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. So, exclusive butterfly quotes coming your way. You get the kit, you get the ribbon, you get the orange ribbon, you get, I'm actually pre-cutting your pieces because I want to move quickly. So I'm going to pre-cut your pieces for you. You're going to have 5x5 mirror, which is very, very useful for cutting down and backing these pieces. You're going to have cutout pieces included, as well as the there we go. Oh, good idea. We're going to I'm going to send you not only the pre-cut pieces so that we can move quickly and efficiently in putting these boxes together, but I'm going to send you some cutout sheets also, because some of this I've done with cutouts. I've done a little fussy cutting and taken some of the butterflies. So I'm going to send you those. So again, just to recap, you're going to have your pre-cut papers. You're going to have mirror board. You're going to have ribbon, and you're going to have an exclusive set of butterfly quotes with this card kit. And you will see that your Heartfelt Creations paper pad makes a nice sturdy box. Actually, it's really nice. So this is tomorrow night's class. Let's take a look at our cards for Saturday. As soon as I figure out what I did with them, because I did not get them out. Did I put them over there? Oh, here they are. I set them out to start working on our. Come on. I can't roll any further because I'll roll over my cords. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, got it. Whew. Here's Saturday. Sorry about that. Okay, here's Saturday's class. I actually reworked a couple of these a little bit. This one right here I reworked because my happy birthday just kind of disappeared into the background. So here's my happy birthday card for Saturday. Here is my dream. Now, I do need to tell you that in order, as I put this together, it was getting more expensive than I wanted. So instead of the stick-on gems, you're going to have holographic. You're going to have the dazzle stickers. So I do need to tell you that you'll have dazzle stickers instead of the rhinestones, which is fine because I use them anyway in the kit. And you can see they still give you a beautiful, really spectacular catch of light, which is really what we're looking for. These papers are also Butterfly Dreams, Betty. You're getting the fuchsia background, you're getting the papers, you're getting the happy birthday stickers, you're getting the rainbow Miri. I'm not including the Stickles, but I am including a Jamie Rogers rectangular card, rectangular die, so we can make these panel cards. And I added these little words. You're going to get the little words, a half sheet of the little words and phrases. So we've got live, laugh, love on these butterflies. And here's our other panel card. Now these panels are not only good for card making, they're also spectacular for wall decor, making things for hanging up, using them for photos and using them for papers that coordinate with your interior design. These are, you can make beautiful things. What color Stickles did I use on these? I used, trying to decide if it's, I'm sure what I had here was Stardust, but Diamond would be beautiful too. Diamond and the warm highlights would be spectacular with these. So either one, the Stickles, Stardust, or the Diamond would be really good with these. I'm pretty sure I used Stardust because that's what I had here on my table. So there we go. This is Saturday. This is tomorrow. I want to show you a couple other things I'm working on. I have pulled out my gel press this week, and I have started. Oh, there's my. There they are. I have started working on my gel press, and I wanted to show you a few of the things that I've been making. I'm going to show you just some framed backgrounds that I've been making using my gel press to begin with, and then I'll show you a few of the cards I'm working on. So these are coming up really soon. These are some of my backgrounds. Made on the gel press. These are all made with inks right here. This first batch through are all made with just my inks from my Apollo 13 kit. These are simple. We'll do them in just a matter of minutes. You will love how easy they are. Now, why did I do a die cut on this one when I hadn't done die cuts on the others yet? Because when I went to mount this piece of paper, I snagged it. And the paper was too pretty to throw away. So you'll find the rhinestones, the stick-on rhinestones, Stephanie, in the Hunky Dory Diamond Sparkles area. That's where you'll find the gems and the glitters. Here's one I actually finished off. Now, this tag right here. See that cute little snowman? That is made by running a brass stencil through my embossing machine with my embossing mat. But doesn't that look good on that background paper? This one goes to someone I know out there. Mary. This is getting mailed to you as soon as we were done here. I just stamped it on a piece of paper that I'd been playing with a gel press, and I liked it so much I made a card out of it for you, Mary. Okay, now switching gears. We are going to, oh, yes, I will explain. This one is made with inks on my gel press. And then I took our stencil from our Chloe box and I put my also from my Chloe kit, I used my cloud dream drops, and I created this background using my gel press and dream drops. This is made with ink in the back, and then I used these ultra bright pink dots the same way on my gel press. This one is made using dream drops. Now, can you come in a little bit, honey? I want to show them something on this card. I used, look at the background here, and let me see if I can move this enough that you can see it. See the iridescence in the background? I used dream drops on my gel press, and then I put down dots of glitter from my Nouveau. Oops, that's not it. That's not the glitter one. These were the glitter ones. I put down dots of glitter in my Nouveau. And then I took my press. And you can kind of see it in the background when I hold it at just the right angle. The background to this paper is actually iridescent too. There we go. Okay. This one is a piece of paper, white paper that I have used my dream drops on. I used the white dream drops. I used the pink dream drops and the green dream drops. And then I used this color, this, whatever this is. I might have to read better than meter. It's a crystal drops, and this is called Wedgwood Blue. But I made the paper, and I thought, ooh, I don't know if I like it. It's so streaky. But look what happened when I took that Dream Drops paper, and I ran it through my embossing folder, and then added the little pearls to it. It's absolutely exquisite. That's just a hot off the press embossing folder in case you were wondering what folder I used. Here's another one. This time I did not put the blue streaking in it this time. It's all the pink. It's actually pink, green, and white dream drops combined, putting it on my gel press and pulling my images, then running it through my embossing folder and adding my pearls to the centers. Ooh, see, you get a really good view of that iridescence right there. See the pink and the green really showing up? It's so pretty in person. I kind of really enjoyed that. This one has more pink than the last one had. In fact, you can actually see where pink is kind of staining my paper a little bit in places, and it's gorgeous. Here's another one of those blue ones, but this was blue and it also had the pink. And again, I did not like the cardstock when I got done. I thought, well, I'll cut it up for butterflies or something. But then I tried one, running it through my embossing machine, and I love it in the snowflake paper. I'm not sure really about the pink centers and the snowflakes, but that's okay. You got to have some things you like better than others. Here's one where I put down, this was actually a second printing, and you guys who have done gel pressing will know what I'm talking about. A second printing that came out just kind of a little streaky. So I took that stencil again. I used my blue ink pad. I went over the top of the stencil with my blue ink pad. I pulled my print, and I have this beautiful backwash of with some of the pearlescence. Then I have those little dots, and when I ran it through my embossing folder, I think it's the most festive kind of a snowflake design. Here's one where I've used the Dream Drops, excuse me, Dream Drops in the background. Excuse me. And then I, after I pulled my print, sorry, need a little drink here. After I pulled my print with the Dream Drops, I actually took this one off of the press, and I took my stencil, laid it down on top, used an old credit card, and ran my glittery spots through the stencil to get a little bit heavier glitter. Okay, and here's a Dream Drops one that is done, glitter and Dream Drops, done on just a piece of note paper. And I actually kind of like the addition of the little rippliness in it. I thought that was actually kind of neat. I like the extra texture. Here's one that's done with the Dream Drops and brayering. Excuse me, this is not the Dream Drops. This is the glitter drops. Brayering over the glitter drops and spreading the pattern, and then bringing it back in. Here's one with the Dream Drops in the background and just swirls of glitter and a stencil with some spots of glitter through it. Here's one of my Dream Drops papers that I put through a heavy 3D embossing folder by Crafter's Companion. This is just white cardstock, guys. How beautiful is that? Another one of those blue streaky ones. But it turned out beautiful after I 3D embossed it. Oh no! This was my first attempt ever. I'm going to tell you, I failed miserably with my attempts to use alcohol ink on my gel plate. If anybody has done that successfully, I would love to talk with you about what you did, because I failed miserably with my attempts to do alcohol inking on my gel press. So I'd love any help anybody could give me about that. But I made these papers. This is on Yupo paper. And I played with my inks, my alcohol inks, and I made this background paper. And then I cut it into a square, put the corners in, cut my butterflies out of the same paper and stamped it with a similar color ink pad. Here's some of my other alcohol ink backgrounds. I am proud of these. This is done on Yupo paper. This is also using that Ranger, that new product that we just brought in from Ranger. That's what these metallic highlights are, is that new ink we brought in from Ranger. This is also on Yumpo paper. And you know me, guys, I like the shimmer. So I've got shimmer in all of my alcohol inks. I just have to admit it. But isn't that beautiful? It's just a quarter of a piece of Yumpo paper. This is regular cardstock with alcohol inks and that shimmer. Regular alcohol inks. And because I'm using alcohol ink and alcohol ink absorbs into the paper, this is the back of the paper, which is also beautiful. I have been busy coming up with the things we're going to be working on. So I thought I'd just kind of give you a preview of what I've been up to and what I see in store for us for the future. Blue, green, teals. It's almost hard not to blind you with the amount of sparkle I put in it. Now think about die cutting these up for things too. This is just cardstock. This is actually one of those, yeah, I did do most of the alcohol ink with gloves on. I could feel that tingle from the ink, and I thought this can't be good for my system. So I went and got alcohol. I went and got gloves and did it. I got most of the ink under my nails from the acrylic paint I was using and from the just regular ink I was doing. There's the back of that one. Isn't that fun? Now here's some acrylic paint I pulled off of the gel press. And this was doing a couple of layers. This is acrylic paint. Now, I'm not saying these are the best examples in the world. I'm learning, okay? I'm learning, so I take that with a grain of salt. I do like them, but I'm still learning. This is acrylic paint. It's just using glossy paint. And these are all pulled off of my gel press. This one I kind of got some ghosted butterflies in. Oh, I had a couple others that I just did right at the end that I really liked. Let me see if I can find those here. I love these. This is just ink, but I love the colors. So, my purpose in showing you all of this, another painted one. My purpose in showing you all of this is I think next week we should start working on the gel press. This week we're going to do our butterfly cards. Next week I think we should start working on the gel press. And then somewhere in the very near future we'll do some alcohol inking. That sounds good to everybody. What I would like for you guys to do for me, I need a little vote of sorts. I need for you to tell me what you want to work on. Well, of what you saw today. Oh, I was going to show you these too. I actually did my acrylic paint on both sides of my paper, and I'm going to make some roses out of these. I cut it up and made some beautiful flower petals. And I think they're going to be spectacular roses. So hopefully by the time that we get there, I'll have some roses made to show you too. I think they're going to be spectacular roses. So I need for you to tell me what you would like to work on. And let's go through again. Tomorrow, we're doing our butterfly box. Saturday, we're doing our butterfly cards. I need some votes for next week so I know where to put my attention. I told you I would show you what a gel press pad is. This is a gel press pad. You use this piece in the background. Yours are actually going to be 6x6 because that's what I could get enough of to get started with our class. Yours is going to be 6x6. Mine was 5x7. Doesn't matter. Same. It will still make a European A6 or a USA 2 card blank just very nicely. But this is just like, it's named after, originally these were made using homemade with gelatin, but it's like a silicone stamp base. It's kind of squishy, but it's incredibly resilient. And you put your inks and your paints on here, and then after with a roller, and then once you put it on, you grab a piece of paper, you rub it in, and you peel it off, and you get your designs. And that's what I did for a lot of this. So this is gel press. Is it as much fun as the powder? Yes, it is. It was lots and lots of fun. Yeah, it's lots of fun. Very different technique than doing the powder. So gel press, here's your votes. This is alcohol inks. If we, maybe we need to push these off a couple weeks. If you guys, I do want a yay or nay on alcohol inks though. I need for you to tell me if you want to do them so I can order in enough ink, because I don't think I have enough in stock to do those yet. And with gel press, we would probably start with ink, and then we'd go to acrylic paint and dream drops. So tell me what's of the greatest interest to you. Are you interested in the gel press stuff? Write it in the comments to me. Are you interested in the gel press? Do you want to start with the inks and the dream drops first, and then we'll move out to the acrylics and some of what we can do with that? And then we'll break it like we did in the Jamie kits, and we'll do some cards out of our creations, because sometimes you can get lost with what to do with all these papers you pulled. And tell me whether or not you're interested in the alcohol inks, okay? All right, so write it in the comments down below. Give me some votes, give me some comments on what you see. What do you like the most that you've seen, okay? What would you like to try? I think that's all I have for you today. That's plenty, huh? I've been up night after night after night after night playing, creating, doing different things to try and come up with some new and different kinds of concepts for you. And I think we've done a good job. Write them in the comments down below, guys, and give me some what you like the most. Give me some order of importance stuff. Hi, Carol. I'm not sure I said hi to you before. Brit's Bargain is going to be more deeply discounted Christmas. There will be new hunky-dory, but there will also be a bunch of other brands of wonderful Christmas. We're going to kind of take July out with a bang, and I'm going to put up all kinds of wonderful Christmas bargains for you. So they're not out there yet. I just went in and cleared out all the sold out items from last week. And there's going to be more deeply discounted Christmas coming your way. So you can start watching that. As you know, you can combine your orders. So if you see something you really want, you're afraid it will sell out, go ahead and buy it. And then with your subsequent orders, you're going to be able to choose local Tigered pickup so you don't get charged for shipping over and over again. But be watching those Brit's Bargains as they come up. If you guys like what you're seeing, you like the ideas, the inspiration, if you think we're bringing good stuff, mash that like button, guys. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, let's get that done too, please. So there we go. We will have lots of fun coming up here, and I will get a newsletter out. I'm going to start the newsletter now, but I won't have all of the Brits bargains up at one time. It's going to take me a little while to put them all in. So check back on that Brits bargain. There's going to be some wonderful, wonderful Christmas bargains out there for you. I showed you last week what I was willing to do. These are going to look pretty great too. Okay? So unless there's any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to say good night, Gracie. Hi, Kathy girl. Goodbye, Kathy girl.